Hey everyone, today I'm making Star Walls. And no, I didn't just have a stroke, I'm making Star Wars wall paneling. Let's just get on with it. For this build, I used EVA foam, craft foam, LEDs, hot glue, cutting tools, sanding tools, safety gear, scissors, razor pens, and a box cutter. I'm not crazy about the look of these wooden panels dividing my workshop from my chillin' room. Also, I build a lot of sci-fi stuff, and it seems to clash with the wooden structure of the shop. So let's do something about that. Got some floor mats, and took the puzzle strips off the edges. Then I sliced off the puzzle pieces. Next I arranged a bunch of oval stencils on the foam sheet, give myself a rough idea of how this would all lay out. These are actually R2 batteries. They just happen to fit perfectly at this scale. Now I can't exactly rely on those lining up perfectly all on their own, so I'm going to fine-tune the pattern on cardboard first. And as always, once I know that the pattern works, I'll clean it up even more in the computer and make it available for anybody who wants to try this project. Link below. When those are all mapped out, I cut them out, and then I laid the stencil over the foam sheet. I weighted it down with metal machinist blocks, because if I nudge it even a tiny bit, that'll translate across the whole thing and ruin an entire sheet of foam. Next, I traced each individual oval with a marker. Pencil might be better, but it doesn't show up well on camera. Now before I cut those out, I want to sand the edges of the panel on my belt sander. Also, if I cut out the ovals first, then sanding this is going to be impossible. The whole thing it'd lose its structural integrity, and then the whole thing would just flop around on me. So this pattern shows up throughout the Star Wars universe, so the wall lighting panels on the Death Star, but also it appears in other Imperial ships, as well as the Clone Wars era ships. I think a version of it is even the floor grating on the Millennium Falcon. Okay, now I can cut out the ovals. I did this with the work knife that I had to repeatedly sharpen throughout. The work knife does not like curves, so I had to smooth those out using my rotary tool. This took a really long time and created a lot of dust that was coarse and rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere. So I masked up and set my Roomba to search and destroy. Now for the header and baseboard panels. The Death Star's crown molding, as it were. This is much simpler, just a row of 5 ovals. I repeated the same slicing and sanding process as on the big panel. Now I needed to create some depth to the panels in order to make room for the lights. I just sliced another sheet of foam into strips, using the width of my square as a guide. Then I hot glued them to the edges of the panel. I weighted it down with metal machinist blocks, which will not only help it hold in place, but as the glue dries, the blocks, being metal, will help to disperse the heat. Now this is flexible, and while I do like the idea of rounded wall panels, for the task at hand, I need this to lay flat. So I put some foam spacers in the middle to keep it from sagging. This doesn't even begin to cut into my puzzle piece supply, by the way. Then I made shorter ones and attached them to the baseboard. After that, I used scrap foam to make attachment points so that it could fit into the larger panel, sort of a plug and socket type deal. Before attaching it to the larger panel, however, I put diffusion paper over the ovals. This will spread out the light a bit. See, the bigger this gets, the harder it will be to work on, so I'm trying to save myself some aggravation. Eventually the whole thing is going to be 5 feet long, so better break out the sawhorses. Space sawhorses. They hover, which I think they're actually half scale from the actual movie set. I used to make flats, and yeah, that'd be it. 4x10, that sounds right. I mean, generally 4x8, but usually they need headroom for the overhead lighting. Wow, I am way off track. What are we doing? Making super weapons. Alright, that's 5 down, and so many more to go. I did the same thing to the big one, and then attached the baseboard. Oh, I covered the seam with more scrap foam to prevent light leak, by the way. And when the paper wasn't long enough, I taped the pages together. Not overlapping them though, because that's gonna create a shadow. Then I built an identical section and attached the two together. Just like that. Just glossed over several days of work. No one needs to watch that sanding footage. See how flexible that is? Wouldn't be a bad idea to make a wooden frame, but these are literally gonna hang off the wall like a painting, so it'll just straighten as it lies. Now for the lighting. For that I'm going to use LED strips. These usually come with sticky tape on the back. Isn't all tape sticky? This has been Deep Thoughts. Sink, Homelander, sink. But I find that the tape it comes with always loses adhesion after no time at all. So instead, I drilled out holes in the puzzle pieces that I had already cut off and glued them to the interior. Then I threaded the LED strip through the loopholes. Oh, that's where that comes from. I had to do some soldering, which worked out perfectly the first time. Absolutely nothing went wrong. Several robot limbs later, I covered the shelves with aluminum foil because only Imperials say aluminium. This will help reflect the light on the inside. Then I hung it up. And oh yeah, I made 2 of these, by the way. No one needs to watch all that sanding footage. No one needs to suffer as I have. And that's how to make Star Walls. Sounds like narwhals. And now I can chill out in peace until realizing that I've made my place a target for the Rebel Alliance. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, I'd like to thank my patrons. These videos just wouldn't be possible without the support of my patrons. So if you enjoy these builds, want to see more of them, and want your build request to carry a bit more weight, then think about heading on over to the Patreon page, where you can enjoy ad-free early uploads. Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of the future uploads, because it's kind of at a totally random schedule. And let me know what other props you'd like to see me make in comments down below. Thanks again, happy crafting, see you later!